Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest. Here we go. You all know the face, know the name. Look, he's already rocking the jersey.
Yeah,
CEO Derrick Hall.
Cam, you won't usually see me in a jersey, right? And the players are going to make it look a lot better.
No name and number on the back.
No name. And they won't be wearing a goofy polo underneath with a collar, but that's all right. We're pulling it off.
Sometimes that's what we have to do, right?
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for watching on 12 Plus. CEO Derrick Hall joining us now. The secret is out.
Yeah.
The release is here.
Worst kept secret. It was the worst kept secret ever. And when it finally got leaked last week, we went, uh-oh, they nailed that one. They got it. They somehow got it. It never stays tightly sealed.
Well, it's because they're so cool, right?
They are cool, right? So we work closely with MLB and Nike. And Nike wasn't sure they wanted to stay with Serpientes. They wanted to go with either the stacked Diamondbacks or something more old school. Well, we love Serpientes. And the feedback we get on Serpientes, the connection to our Hispanic culture, the fact that everyone loved it so much the first go-around, it's become its own brand. And figuring out a way to get purple and teal back. I wanted the purple and teal back. I think our whole front office did. It used to be in the rotation, right? We could have those throwback Thursdays. We had the purple and teal. And then baseball limited the number of uniforms we could have. You could only have 4 in addition to your alternate, which was Serpientes. So we got the best of both worlds.
Yeah. What does it mean to keep Serpientes on the front?
I think it's huge. Again, I think it's become its own brand. I think people love calling us Serps or Serpientes now. It's just that second brand that goes with D-backs. And I think it was very important to me to keep Serpientes going. When we were first designing in the 2001 launch of City Connect, I remember, it was Ken Kendrick who said to me, hey, why don't you come up with a word that is in Spanish, and connect it to our Latino fans? And
this
I said,
was the word?
Yeah, and so he said, think of one. So I'm sitting on the plane going up to Portland because we're going to meet with Nike. And I'm just sitting on the plane trying these translations of all these different, right? Like, what's rattlesnake? What's snake? And Serpientes comes out, and I'm like, that could be it. And so we told the Nike folks, hey, work with Serpientes, and they came up with the S, and now that we have the S on the cap, right, it looks so good, and I'm just fired up that we kept it. It means a lot to me.
What's been the feedback like from the players, and so far, what did they make of it?
The players loved it. So we did photo shoots, we built all this content. Our creative team did great content over the last couple of weeks, but our players did photo shoots like, like Corbin right there, they all did. The feedback has been tremendous. They always love wearing purple anyways. And they have, it works with their own designer cleats now and belts, and that even leaked too, right? We had
Lourdes was first, right?
His were the shoes, right? And then Randall Grichuk shows his belt. I thought, okay, now everybody knows it's purple and teal, right?
Yeah. So that's not a bad thing, right?
No, it's a good thing, and it shows how excited they are. And I can't wait to wear these. We're going to start Friday night against the Dodgers. First time we wore the Serpientes in 2001 was against the Dodgers. Dodger fans lined up to get in here and buy the Serpientes. So we're going to wear them Friday and Saturday night of this week, and then you'll probably see them every time we're on 12 News, because those Friday night home games, we're going to rock these.
By the way, that first Friday game right here on 12 News, May 9th, against the Dodgers. Derrick, what's your favorite part about the jerseys? The Arizona flag, of course, I love on the side, the 1998 patch, and then the one feedback I've been getting from fans is the Arizona-born logo, which, of course, is right on the back of the collar line. You can't see it, but it's right back there, and then it's on the hat, too, as well.
Yeah.
That's the theme, right?
I love it, yeah, because we are Arizona-born, right? And so is Serpientes. But I think just the overall vibrance of the colors, bringing back the old colors. These were the World Series colors. I also like the snake pattern. We originally looked at, should we have black pants or purple pants? It didn't look really good, right? So we went with the white pants. But
so y'all tried it all, right?
We tried it all. Yeah, we did. We tried it all. But the colors are what really pop. And the fact that it looks like the old vest too, because the sleeves are a different color. These are like the darker colors, so it almost looks like the vest that we wore also in '01. Yeah. Really cool.
I was just about to say that's the traditional look with the old school vest that y'all had the year you went to the World Series. It's kind of a mixture of both.
That's exactly right. We wanted to blend the two and have it resemble what we wore back in '01. And again, when we were able to wear the vest with the purple and teal for those couple of years when it was Thursday night and throwback Thursdays, that was fantastic. So the fact that we had to take those off the shelf and the players couldn't wear them anymore, they love wearing the purple. They love wearing purple and teal. They love designing their own shoes, their own batting gloves. They can have the teal undershirts now. It's going to be great to have it back in the rotation.
How neat is it? I think you found something with the teal, Derrick, to bring the teal back, to mix it with the current jerseys. I know you've been a long time tweaking the jerseys, trying to get them right. You feel like you're in a good spot now?
I definitely feel that way. And the first time that we mixed and matched was, believe it or not, the All-Star game back in 2011. And Major League Baseball came in. They said, we want to take your Sedona red and mix it with light blue because of your skies. And I thought, ooh, I don't know if blue's going to look good. And it looked great, right? And we thought, whoa, what if we could do teal with our red? And it has really paid off, right? We got rid of the snoring sand. I mean, you now look at the old A with the sand in it, and it just looks like it's missing something, right? Now it's popping. We got teal back in. You're exactly right. It works for the red. Now we got purple and teal. That's who we are, by definition, and being Arizona born.
Even better. What does it mean to have all these people here at 10 o'clock on a Monday morning? Some taking off work. I saw kids in here too as well. It's pretty cool, right?
It's really cool. I mean, I've seen a line out there lining up 25 or 50. You saw that. They come rushing in. Even our employees are coming in here buying, gobbling it up. We had issues last time because we had supply chain issues and there weren't enough jerseys and they went out quickly. We're going to have plenty here. Like I think tonight, I think all this week, there's going to be big time excitement for it. So I love it, man. I'm just so excited.
I need your name. What number would you put on the back of yours?
My
CEO 1?
No, I don't deserve that. Right, but growing up, I always wore 6. I enjoyed wearing the number 6. But I think probably the year, right? We launched this in 25. Put a 25 on the back, right? There's Arizona born again in 25.
All right, a few baseball questions for you.
You got it.
Where would you evaluate the team right now? I know it's crazy some of the injuries you guys have had, and you got to kind of get through them, right?
Yeah, we got to get through the injuries. We've had a lot of them. You're right. Our bullpen looks totally different than it did during spring training, but I'm thrilled with where we're at in a strange way. I mean, to have not really played good baseball yet, all facets. We had trouble picking up the ball. We had trouble hitting the ball. We've had trouble pitching, especially starting pitching, not being consistent. We did have like that 5 or 6 game quality start run, and that's more of what I expect out of our team. But for us to have had the schedule we have, Cam, I mean, to be 2 games over 500, it's been like a postseason, a playoff schedule. I mean, it's unbelievable.
We all knew it was going to be a brutal stretch to start.
Absolutely, and here we are now. You come back home, you got the Mets again for 3. You got to face Senga again. You got to face Peterson, who just kills us, right? And then we've got 4 against the Dodgers. Then we go on the road to the Giants. I've always thought if we can get through that stretch and have our heads above water like we are right now, 2 games over, I think we've got a promising future this season.
How crazy is the NL West? Why is every team so good in this division?
It is crazy. You figure there's going to be a little.
We add more wild card teams because we should get extra with this division.
I feel like there's going to be a balance or correction, right? A balance of power, especially when we start facing each other, and it starts this week. But it is amazing how strong our division is, and I've always thought so. I thought people will say the NL East or the AL East are very strong too. I think ours is the best division by far.
And then, of course, getting Cattell back. How much is that, to get him back in the lineup, too, as well?
That's exactly right. Being able to now put Perdomo back down in the 9 hole when Marte's either leading off or batting second, get to turn that lineup back over. You get guys on base for Corbin and Gino, and he's so important. And the fact that he can dominate lefties like he always has, and we've had trouble with lefties, Cam, so, I mean, him being back in there means so much to us. He wanted to get back sooner. We were tapping the brakes a little bit. He was very antsy, wanted to play. Great to see him back on the field this weekend.
Real quick, I have to ask you about Josh Naylor. How important has been that addition to the lineup? It's been so much fun to watch him play baseball.
Huge. I mean, he brings so much energy, right? And he's played even better defense than we thought he would. He works harder than anybody. I mean, Corbin Carroll, of course, he works at his own pace, right? That guy's always in the weight room. He's the first guy in, last guy out. But Naylor is on the field trying to become a much better defender each and every day. He's a great at bat, whether he's facing a lefty or a righty. He's exciting. He'll sneaky, steal a base here and there. He tried to steal home, and
that was close to. I thought the same thing.
Amazing.
It was a great call.
And people were asking me, like, "Are you upset that he tried to steal home?"
No.
I said, not a chance, right? Had he taken one more step on the lead, he would have gotten in. It took a perfect throw. It was a perfect throw right on the plate, right?
I'll take that any day.
No doubt. He's been great. I love Josh. He likes being here. He's a throwback player. He just wants to play hard. He's going to hit the ball as hard as he can. He knows he's got a chance for it to get through and for him to get on base. Look at his throw he made over the weekend to third base yesterday, right on the helmet. I mean, it couldn't have been better.
Yeah. All right. I know you probably got to go. You got different things to do. I'll get you out here on this. Anything you want to tell fans about the jerseys as we kind of wrap it up here?
Well, I've heard from fans for a number of years saying, "Could you bring back purple and teal?" And that's how we feel too. So I hope you're happy. I think you're going to like this. The Serpientes is still alive. We are Arizona born. Can't wait to see you out here in these new jerseys.
Batting leadoff, number 25, Derrick Hall. All right, go.
All right,
I know you got people to talk to. There we go, Derrick. Thanks.